When I was manifesting marriage 2.5 years ago, I told myself this one thing. If I manifest it, I will teach other people, other women to do the same. You guys know the method that I use, which is Neville Goddard. You can go to my previous video and view it. You can start doing it tonight for the next 30 days. But I wanted to give you more info and more guidance as to how to bring it to fruition faster and what are the things you need to be aware of along the way. Now, one thing that you got to be aware of is perseverance. Perseverance is so important. You have to believe your imagined reality more than what you see. Meaning that whatever you see, you need to have an assumption that is going to change and persevere in your mental state. Who are you becoming? What is the person that you are going to be once you get your manifestation? You need to immerse yourself in your imagined reality and get detailed about the person that you are becoming. What version of you who experiences that reality? Can you get in detail and persevere? Start acting from that version today. When you produce an emotional reaction to your imagined state, it registers in your body. Your body vibrates. It has a frequency. When you produce an emotional reaction, it starts vibrating, signaling out to the quantum field and aligns you with the best possibility. That's why it's so important to persevere and close your eyes to what's going on. Accept the reality, but also have an assumption that is going to change. Because for you to experience this reality, it took time, right? Because all the experiences, things that happened to you, they led you to assume things about yourself and your reality, which is why you're experiencing this current reality. Whatever you see reflected in your 3D is literally a sum of your assumptions you've ever made in your life. So for these assumptions to change, we need to stop giving into those assumptions that created this reality in the first place. And we need to assume things from our new identity. Does that make sense? When you start assuming things from your identity, the identity that lives in your end, the desired reality, who are you becoming? I bet once you get that end, your desired goal, you're going to be a completely different person. You'll have different feeling states, you'll have different perception, and you will form different assumptions which lead you to experiencing new things. You see, we stop feeding the old assumptions that created this current reality, and we're building a new identity in our imagination. And then we get detailed into like what behaviors, what tendencies, what qualities does that version of me has, and how does she act in her daily life? How does she handle her life? She needs to handle her life as if she's already in that desired state, regardless of what's going on here. Does that make sense? Now, another tip that I wanted to give you comes from Reality Transfer Phase. This book is so life-changing. Like, it's going to change how you see the world completely. It's a huge book. I'm not telling you to read it. That's why I'm going to tell you here. Favorite concepts that come from this book is the inner and outer importance. When triggers happen, it will help you how to navigate through those triggers so that you don't mess up your manifestations and they come to you faster. The concept of inner and outer importance, it is so important. So first of all, inner importance is when you assume that you are better than others. When you assume you're either better than others or worse than others. When you play a victim, that means that everyone else is living a good life, but little me don't live a good life. That's a victim mentality, right? This creates inner importance. Then this inner importance will distort your perceptions and assumptions about your reality. That's why it's important to stay aware and present in your body so that you can identify when you manifest this inner importance. Now, the second thing is outer importance, is when we place too much weight and importance on the things that are outside of our control. It's important to realize what is under our control and what's not under our control. When it comes to other people's behaviors, we can't control it. You need to literally identify what are the things you can control directly and what are the things you can't control directly. But with law of attraction, law of assumption, we can actually gain back our control, but we are going to control it indirectly, okay? We're controlling people, environments, our reality indirectly. When you start placing too much importance on the outer thing, let's say you're doing a task or you have a homework, resisting doing it. Well, let me tell you why. Because you placed importance. Maybe you said that it's too hard for me. I don't deserve this. This test is very difficult. This already shows that you're placing importance on the outer thing. Manifestation that you're going to experience when you place importance on the outer thing, let's say it's an exam or a test, manifest in resistance. So you'll be resisting doing this test, taking this test. So see how importance, inner and outer, create our assumptions and our behaviors. That's why when you're manifesting, perseverance is important. So persevering in our state is one thing, but when importance manifests, we don't know how to navigate through it, right? And I want you to be present in your body to identify when inner or outer importance manifests so that you can stop it. Ideally, you want to be in harmony and in balance within and without, meaning that your perception of the world, like your being, the way you view the world, should be harmonious. You shouldn't be placing it on a pedestal, nothing outside of you, or you shouldn't be diminishing or bashing anything. The same goes with the inner importance. Do not talk badly about yourself. Do not assume things about you. Don't think that you're better than others or worse than others, because it will manifest your behavior. When you place yourself as more important than others, you just feel like, oh, I'm better than others. Well, guess what? I've noticed that this is what happens. This is what universe gives us. The universe gives us something that will prove us that we're not that great. I've seen it happen, actually. So realize that there's inner and outer importance, and identifying these when they manifest is important in your journey of manifestations and perseverance. Because it's hard to persevere unless you have enough information, right? And why you're doing what you're doing. And what are the possible things that will be manifesting along the way, such as importance, that you need to be aware of so that you don't go there, you know? But you got this, okay? Stop placing importance on outer things. Stop placing importance on yourself. You are great, but you don't have to feel great in comparison to other people. You understand? You are your own unique being. All your manifestations will come so much faster when you stop placing importance. I am telling you. This is coming from Vadim Zealand. He changed my life when it comes to this. But yeah, I love you, and I hope you follow these steps and persevere, because it's coming. It's coming. Follow for more.